you, honey. Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations, and in today's live stream, it's just gonna be super chill, cutting out some polymer clay cabochons for this month's craft-along kits. Sorry, still getting the first cup of coffee of the day into myself. So, hey Tashers, and Callie just ran around to the front door. If you want to let her in, I gotta show you guys something because this cat is being so cute. So for those of y'all who are here for my Tuesday live stream, hey Darla, hey Mandy, hey Christy, hey London girl. So let me flip. Well, you just missed Callie jumping off the porch, but look at this thick kitty, guys. The cat toy that Misty sent. Ember's been hogging it. She won't let anybody else play with it. I don't know who flew over, but Ember absolutely loves it. And she's gonna just ignore me the whole time. Because she refuses to be on camera. Did Callie not want to come in? Oh, hey Sam. Hey Z. What's up, Mom? My muffins? But yeah, look at guys, she's so thick. I love that cat. Ember. Ember, I love you. Please stop ignoring me. She's like, never. Okay, well at least Callie likes me. Where's Callie at? She's probably just eating her food. Yeah. Hey Daniel. Hey Susan. Jim, how's it going? But yeah, we are making pans of cabochons today. Among other things, I'm sure. But yeah, yesterday, well, a couple days ago actually, Randy and Zach helped me get a whole bunch of clay rolled out. Yesterday I painted it up to get some cool effects with the Lumiere Halo paint that I get from Amazon. Michelle, we're doing great. Thanks for asking. Ah, Jody, that's great to hear. Hey, Alan. Not a whole lot. It feels so weird to be done with Spyro. Like, I really did spend from February 2nd until yesterday, whatever day that was, the 6th. So I spent over a solid month every single day working on this costume. I did not anticipate that it would consume my life like that. So now that it's done, you're new to the channel and I absolutely love your videos. Right on. Oh, I'm really glad to hear that, Melanie. Oh, right on, Ryan. 31 days total. That is a solid month. Oh no, Jenny, you'll have to double check and make sure that you actually have the correct address in Patreon. Because that's the only info that we have. And it's really hard for us to keep it straight. But did you still end up getting the parcel though? Jenny, I hope. Well, not empty so much as like it's whenever you finish a really good book. And it's like just that, I guess a little bit of a void, but now I'm like, what's the next project? But yesterday next project is inventory for sure. You are correct, Randy. But we tested out the airbrushed body paint yesterday, and I think Randy's going to be really good at helping me with that. Doing meal prep, tuna pasta, yum. Right, Brissy? Or London girl, sorry. Reading names as I see them. Thanks, Erin. I'm really excited to check it out this weekend. Or to, wear it and kind of see how everything goes. Hey, Sarah. I'm sorry. You're fine, Divine. Dude, that's why I talk instead of typing. I'm so bad at, typing. But yeah, I want to show you guys. Today/night, Cherry, we are working on polymer clay cabochons. To the right address, yes, got it from my old neighbors. Well, I'm really glad that that's so strange. Randy, apparently your package went to the correct address. Right?
Okay.
We'll I guess we'll have to keep a closer eye on it. Is all we can do. But we just a really basic but fun paint splatter that gets like some really cool color shifty effects. Sure, Juan. Marie cabs are always fun.
What do you mean subscribe? Like just hit the subscribe button? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Because there's that sponsorship thing that we're not doing.
Oh. Well, I'd do it if I were eligible. So these are the ones that we baked up yesterday. Unfortunately, no casualties. Let me go get a bin to toss these guys in for them to sit pretty until I'm ready to dome them with resin.
Yes. Savannah got her Patreon craft crate today.
Oh goodness.
We ain't even sent off this month's yet.
Right? Alrighty. Let me get this food back off to the side. I better clear off more trays before I can get more bacon. Hey, Yvette. Waves. Hello, Vaughn. Hey, MZ. How's the John Wayne walk coming along? It's actually, the saddle chair is really comfortable. Though I also haven't spent 12 hours in it yet. I've been kind of bouncing around between stations. But I really liked it for doing a little bit of work that I did over at that station yesterday and the day before.
What happened to the cabs that you called them casualties?
Casualties, whenever they like burn in the oven, sometimes like I guess my oven just really is inconsistent about its temperature.
I think the clay's just wicked.
Randy thinks the clay is wicked, and that's why it burns. It burns because it's wicked?
Yes.
Catty, cat, meow, 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 meow. I see you, girl. Get up here and hang out with me. Don't chase Ember. I see you chasing Ember. Just a couple of chunky kitties stalking over to the food bowl.
Here we see the cat in its natural habitat.
Hey, lost in thought. Something wrong with the stream? It's not doing anything for me. Oh, I'm not sure, Susan. You might need to refresh. Can you make an orange leaf? Maybe. I stopped here on the hood canal. Gee, miss Yvette. But I'm really looking forward to this weekend. We haven't had a day off in about a month, I think, other than like to go grocery shopping, which I don't know if that counts as a day off. Though I don't know. We slept through Monday.
I was going to say those lines at Walmart. They count as a day off.
Well, the day off you get is not the day off you want or need. You know?
So, did you notice they opened up a second? Like, there's one on each side of the self-checkouts, right?
Uh-huh.
At Walmart?
Yeah.
And just inside the self-checkout, there is a express checkout self-checkout lane.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
What does that even mean?
That means they took away even more registers to put in scan your own items. And I'm like, wow.
Not to be this way, but I could be getting paid to scan. I'm just saying.
I know. Pretty soon it's going to be just one cashier because there's only one station.
We'll just have everything in the boxes and be like, stock the shelves yourself, too. You know? Yay, Amy, I'm glad you got the notification.
I actually got a notification this time as well.
Really? That would be something else. Because I'm not going to lie, you guys. YouTube's been frustrating me. Because we can look at our analytics. And it says that of all of our views, only 2% of them are coming from people who are subscribed. And I'm like, this cannot be accurate. Because wow, that's crazy.
Aaron, I'm actually poking around at that right now.
What's that?
The new updates they made to Broken Battle.
Oh. Yeah, we think we might have linked Randy's carpal tunnel problem to the way that he holds his phone.
Shit it.
Shit it, he says. How is everyone surviving the cold and the snow? Which are both 4-letter words. Right, Pat? None of those dirty words in here. I don't know. It's actually, we're ready for spring to be here, but it's not that bad right now. Like, the pipes are completely defrosted. Though we did have a pipe burst in the shower, or like the knob or something. I don't know.
Little plastic part in the shower.
Yeah.
The
The ice will find the weakest link and destroy it. So we've been limited to just taking baths because if we try to use the shower, it just all spews out the handle. Which I guess we could bathe in that, but it gets weird fast. I planted spinach the other day. The chickens are doing great, Alan. Melody says, I would like if they would just let you take a scanner like they do at Sam's Club, then I could be checked out without assistance. Yeah. Avoid carpal tunnel surgery by banging your wrists together breaks up the inflammation. No surgery. Huh.
I don't know if I believe that.
Oh, well, with your fractures, I don't know how effective that would be, honey. Right, Susan? I love spinach as well, especially when it's homegrown, because the stuff that we get from the store typically...
It's also called iPad elbow.
iPad elbow?
Yeah, from holding the...
Oh, jeez. I bet. So we will be doing a giveaway today of a steampunk cabochon that I do not have on hand right away.
It is Thursday.
It is.
Oh no, we leave tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh. Whoa.
Yep. Let's try to not remind me of that number. So it's
I was like, oh, it's Tuesday. It'll be fine.
Nope. It is Thursday, my love. It is straight up Thursday. Ooh, Italian spinach recipe. Right on. I like it just fresh, just straight out the dirt. And we have a yard bunny now. Esther, the Easter bunny.
Who apparently stays awake all hours of the night.
Oh?
Yeah. Last night at 1:30 when we got home from Walmart.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she charged the fence.
Did she? Guard rabbit.
Crap out of me.
Just this white fiend emerging from the darkness.
I cannot slow down the chat stream.
Yeah.
The more you post, the faster it goes.
Yeah, sorry, we have no control over how quickly the chat stream flows, you guys. That's all on y'all. You can hear those cats fighting. Oh, it's upside down. No wonder my hands hurt. I've been pressing on the sharp side. I'm not tired at all.
Out of time for this weekend.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Lauren pull her miraculous last minute, get everything done for her costume that she always does.
But Lauren Hagen was the one that said out of time.
Oh no, yeah, you're vending.
And I'm like, I don't know.
Well, she does resin.
Oh yeah, you're out of time.
Yeah. But this is a perfect opportunity, Laura, to like, I don't know, fine tune and polish all of those last little details before, like, have you done a mock setup of your booth yet? Oh, Leslie, that's fair. Oh, an all black bunny pat, that sounds cute. I like the orange bunnies.
Well,
hey, Spirit, we're doing great.
Like, I heard the bunny charging the fence.
Kitties!
I turn around with 2 arms full of groceries, because I'll be damned if I take 2 trips.
Well, yeah.
And then, boom!
Just on the fence, she grabs the wire and shakes it.
I was like, hey.
Oh, man. She needs, like, little star tattoos for how many, people she's murdered.
Little star tattoos?
Yeah, or teardrops, I guess. I don't know. She's a rabbit. I don't think she cares. We do. We have an attack rabbit.
Oh, goodness.
So yeah, this is a nice chill day. Just ignoring how busy we're gonna be. Which we got the house sitter all lined up. That's taken care of. We got a new feeder for the cats because, man, these cats eat a lot. So much.
Well, that's the thing.
Oh, yeah, it's a shark song.
The rabbit is white.
Oh, it'd have carrot tattoos. Yeah. Like from the Holy Grail, straight up Jody, not even kidding. She's pure white with red eyes. There's a remix to Baby Shark. I've downloaded it and played it to pick up my son from school. Hey, Sarah. I'm in 4-H and my French stop is the best junior buck in the province right now. Congrats, that's awesome. Pat, we're heading off this weekend to Branson, Missouri for the Branson Comic Con. They're in the Branson Convention Center, and we're gonna be just kind of hanging out. Like we're not vending. I'm gonna be competing in the costume contest. I don't know if Lauren is going to be or not, but I try to not. I never want anybody when they're hanging out with us to feel pressured to like also compete or anything like that. Like I'm doing it, not gonna lie, 100% for the publicity, just the exposure, whether I place or not, just getting up on stage, just getting out there in front of everybody. That's how we got our guest spot at OzCon. Was by walking around in costume and hanging out and stuff. What are you making today? I can't figure it out. Amy, we are making polymer clay cabochons. I need to make about 600 of these for March's Craftroom kits. So, back to work.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be doing the video for the convention or not. I don't know if we're going to be doing the video for the convention.
We may do a video over on my vlog, but I'm not sure if we're going to be live streaming.
No, we won't be live streaming, but like if we're going to do the whole, like, oh, you got a cool, like we used to do.
Oh, we'll see how busy it is, like what comes up. I've honestly never, other than Planet Comic Con, never just gone to a convention before.
Yeah, well, technically you went to ShivaCon.
We had a booth. If I have to
There
set
was
up,
a blizzard.
There was a blizzard and nobody showed up.
Yeah. So you went
and I still taught panels at that one, so it still doesn't count as just attending in my book. Gosh, that was a mess. Straight up mess. How long till your Spyro costume? Beverly, we'll actually be getting some footage of me wearing it and stuff this weekend. We have more videos coming of the kind of the making it process. Will be coming out more and more. It's taken me forever to edit them, but that's what I'm hoping, Jim, is that we might be able to get a little bit of a walkabout.
You got your YouTube button yet?
I have not gotten my YouTube button yet. I guess YouTube distributes them based on their sole discretion, and I haven't gotten a message yet saying, "Hey, come claim your YouTube button." So honestly, though, I'm not very worried about it. Nicole asks, "What are you using for your video editing?" Haha, Shannon. Wahaha. We'll actually need that in a little bit, honey. I know. No, you can go ahead and move it for now.
I mean, if we need it, we need
it. For video editing, we use Wondershare by Filmora. We purchased it and it gave us a license to use it on like 3 computers. So that works out pretty well. But it was like, I think we got it on sale for like $50 for on 3 computers, but I really like it.
It was $50 a computer, wasn't it?
I don't remember. No, I don't think it was. It's just that we had used it up and then bought another one for Asmith.
Yeah.
Remember? But, beep boop.
I don't remember nothing.
I miss Florida. Oh. Love Wondershell for More Light. Nice user-friendly editor. Right, Aaron? That's honestly, I think that's probably just why I like it, is because it's what I'm used to. I like my pets too. Hey, Z. SC likes you. Do you want to come say hey? Get on up here, sweet little man. Come on. Get on up here. Well, you might need to get out from under the table first, though. I know. I see you, Bubby. Come on. Get up here. No, you gotta get out from under the table. You're gonna bump yourself. Okay, come on. Come on. Oh, there's Muzzy Dog. YouTube takes a huge chunk of your super chats. You may as well claim your free play button to get something from them. YouTube takes a huge chunk of everything. I don't want to talk about it. It's depressing. Lazy boy. I love you, little man. Don't blow boogers in my mouth.
But yeah, as far as we can tell, it's not an issue of us needing to claim it.
Yeah, they gotta send you a message saying you're eligible to claim it. The cats on the internet said. You said you needed glasses. Sam's and Costco have great deals and nice offerings. Yeah, it's just a matter of finding time to go get the new eye exam because it's been like 2 years since I've updated my prescription, and then getting it done. Pepper McMuffin. Oh, he's a little salt and pepper. He's a good boy. And slow, chunky Ember. And just, she can hear me talking about her and she's mad. Yeah, I've been kind of quietly keeping up with that. Jean? You said you need it? Yeah. Have you ever used vintage patina metal dies? I'm trying to learn different ways to use it. I haven't, Mandy, but I really want to. I think it would be very cool, especially for some of the different solder work and stuff that I do now, to be able to get it to be different colors other than just silver. I think that would be really cool. Are you still considering LASIK? I had it done in late January and I'm loving the results. I have better than 20/20 vision now. Oh, I'm so jealous. Randy and I had gone in to be tested for LASIK, and he is a candidate. I am not a candidate. Like the LASIK place we went to in Tulsa told me that they wouldn't even do surgery on me. And they were like, right, Jody? They're like, they recommended that probably as I creep up on 40 to just get lens, like retina replacements or something. They were like, the technology might be better by then, and your natural eyesight will have deteriorated enough that the difference that it'll make will be much more substantial than if I were to get my LASIK done now, or the retina replacements. But it's also going to be like $12,000 to $15,000, and I am like, no, I can't pay for that.
What they said was with LASIK, they could get your vision to what it is with you wearing glasses,
right?
Which is not 20/20.
Right. I'm still pretty blind even with glasses on. So there's that. But no, it's I really.
Matter of just LASIK. It's a full lens replacement.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is a risky thing at the moment.
So I figure I'll wait 10 years. I might hopefully be financially better off if I'm smart about it. At least hopefully by then I won't be in student loan debt anymore. But it's shifted priority. I figure I functioned this long with glasses. I'll just keep wearing glasses. Oh, thanks, Yvette. She says Vaughn should have a tablet to advertise her channel in her booth. Thank you, Yvette. But that was a brilliant idea, and Randy and I had thought about it ages ago, like kind of when tablets first came out.
Well, it was those like electric picture frames.
Right. And to just have like pictures, like a digital portfolio. But it had been so long since we'd even thought about it. But it was great for you to bring it back up. We actually had an idea to get a digital picture frame for in the house and put all of our favorite memes in it. And that way it's just scrolling through our favorite memes.
Really morbid thought.
Yeah. Okay, I have to tell you guys. Yesterday, we were having a lunch break. Randy and I were. And I was like, let's watch Stargate Atlantis while we eat lunch. Let's watch something fun, lighthearted, just a quick episode. And this is an episode, spoilers, where Rodney gets the brain parasite and like loses his memory and it's, oh my God. And both of his grandparents got dementia and Alzheimer's. My dad was suffering from dementia before he went. So Randy and I are there blubbering, just crying.
I wasn't crying, you were crying.
You were crying. I saw it in your eyeballs. I was crying enough for both of us. We were just holding each other and like, just do what?
Said you couldn't see past your own tears?
I couldn't see past my own tears. I was crying so hard it was going like out of like anime style out of my eyeballs.
But I tell you what, the guy who plays Rodney did a really
He did a fantastic job. Broke my bloody heart. But no, yeah, so I'm mad at Stargate Atlantis right now because I was like 3/4 of the way into the episode of like having my heart wrenched out. I was like, I didn't sign up for this. Like I wanted to see them like fight the Wraith or something. Like not deal with, because Randy and I, we look at each other often and we're like, I hope I remember you. Like, and just it's very morbid, but every day we think about one day we're not going to have each other anymore. And it just makes us that much more appreciative, of what's going on. Who will take care of the wee baby turtles? Oh my God, which part is it going?
Did we get a turtle and forget about it?
No, we didn't. No, it's remember?
The doctor,
yeah. Oh,
That's
straight up.
But the morbid thought was we could get a picture frame,
Put all the memes in it.
like, and then every day we'd be like, man, who's supplying these dope memes? These
Yeah,
are awesome.
this is the best memes ever. Oh, waiting on an order from Parawire. How long do they typically take from order till you receive it? Maybe a week or two at the absolute longest if it's a big or custom order from Parawire. That's true, but I'm just really afraid, Daniel, of being very... I get angry when I get frustrated when I'm confused, and that's a big part of, dementia and all that setting in. So I'm like, we both told each other, it's like, Brady had said to me, he's like, I need you to know that if I'm being angry or if I'm being, that it's not at you. And I looked at him and I was like, I really hope that I can remember that you told me that it's not. So, it's going to be a mess. How many kitties do you have? Just the 2, Tracy. Callie and Ember, who are rambunctious. Then we have the 2 poop muffins or puppies. Dank memes, for sure. It makes me appreciate my husband so much more. Right, Erin? And it's a bit morbid, but too often do I, think about my dad and have this remorse of like, I wish I had, talked to him more as a kid. But it's like, I was like ungrateful little shit as a kid. So, but I think that's just being, 10. But yeah, so Stargate Atlantis. I say that, but I'll be right back to watching them today. I had new lenses put in when they did my cataracts, so actually quite painless. I was always nearsighted after the operation. I could see far, but not near. Then need to use readers. Right on, Christy. It's good to hear that it's painless because surgery is super scary to me. Like, that's probably my biggest thing that I'm afraid of is getting, like, cut into surgery-wise. Right on. Sarah's done folding laundry. Yeah. Well, we call them poop tarts and poop muffins, and because when they were puppies, gosh, all puppies do is eat and poop, and bumble around.
Oh, you still do, Sam.
Daniel can see the future. He said, "You guys are fine. You'll be sitting in your rockers in the home, using your walking sticks to sword fight when you rock forward. Move me closer. I want to hit him with my sword." Yeah. I can see that happening. Tomorrow, it's been 5 years since my dad passed. I'm sorry to hear that one. Garner, we are making polymer clay cabochons, which I am slowly kind of just cutting them out. And Randy and Zach had rolled the clay out for me a couple days ago. And I painted them yesterday. And Muse says, if you didn't see it, have a safe trip tomorrow. Thank you. We will for sure. It's really nice to not be on any kind of itinerary, because then if we get tired or if we need to stop for anything, we can.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Is it 3 or is it just 2?
I think it's just 2. I think it usually takes us 3 because it's normally snowing and dark. And that one road just doesn't have lights on it.
Oh, you talking about the 2-lane all the way? For 50 miles?
Yeah.
In the snow?
Wheelchair races. Thank you for the idea of making bread and butter earrings. Made a bunch to sell at $15. Wish me luck. Right on, Veronica. Yeah, it's something nice that I like it for grinding out a new technique or trying out different color combinations just to see what people receive well. What time are we leaving for the con?
I don't know.
Well, the time that we...
depend on what time we wake up.
Yep. I had fully intended to wake up at like 9 today. Drag my lazy butt out of bed at like 12:30. I just can't get enough sleep here lately, it feels like.
The mailman came. The mailman gone.
Yep.
The mailman came again.
I love you so much, baby.
Because I say creepy things like the mailman came.
Yes, but no, also because Just seeing you work without me having to micromanage, like, it's really nice.
Was that your last? No, you've got these two.
But I've got the plugs over here. I can pinch them out thinner for you if you need. Oh, what with your hand?
Oh, that's considerate. But all the stress is going on the machine.
Well, it's still good to pinch the end. That way it doesn't throw the gears off. Do you want me to pinch them? Pinch. Oh, well, here, take this one again. I'm going to need to get the oven going. No, these ones haven't been baked yet. Oops, just right into the thing.
What temperature?
275 if you would.
Ember.
The name of the convention is Branson Comic Con. I have no line before. Ooh, right on, Tracy. Right, Melissa? I'm really excited. Jim, I baked the cabs at 275 for 45 minutes. But I'm using Sculpey Primo. Tracy says we're too cute together.
Tracy hasn't watched very long.
You haven't seen us when we get snarly. What do you think is the best bread and butter item trending right now? Usually, honestly,
we haven't been on the market.
We haven't been on the we haven't done a convention since November. But consistently, if I take an average off the past decade of doing shows, it's always earrings. We consistently do well on earrings. Some shows will do more, some shows will do less, but we consistently.
We saw a real big uptick in bracelets last year.
Yeah, we did. I don't know though. Cause some craft shows that we've done, bracelets don't move at all, and then some of them, that's the big thing is all we sell is bracelets. So but no, everybody's got ears. It's very common for piercings.
Yeah, you say that.
Well, that's a broad brush to paint with, but for the most part, they can figure out a way of putting it on their body, or they know somebody with ears. If you don't have ears, it's likely that you know somebody with them. And it's an easy one too, because you don't really have to resize it. It's not like a necklace or a bracelet where you need to change the length. So that, and you can justifiably have 365 pairs of them. I took two 18-gauge wires and twisted them together to form a circle for my Tree of Life project and used your hammering idea to flatten it out. All right on, Mandy. What's the brand of noodle machine you use? That's a Makin's pasta machine. I like it because it's a good midline. It holds up a little bit longer than the, I don't remember the brand, but the very least expensive one at Michael's.
The one with the yellow handle?
The one with the yellow handle. Shows my new address. I don't know either, Jenny, honestly, but we've taken note of the new one. I'm very sorry that it went to the wrong address last month. Right on, Veronica. And that's the thing too, is that regionally it could vary as well. So it's just more data is always required, but the best advice I can give anyone is be prepared to stay on your toes. If people see the earrings and they're like, I really like those, you could be like, I could do a similar design as a bracelet for you and take down money.
People do like matching stuff.
People love matching sets, except for when they don't. Because I don't know how many times we had made stuff as a matching set. And then people would be like, yeah, but I just want the necklace without the earrings. Can I get $10 off? And I'm like, no. No. Go away.
Mother was a hamster.
And your father smells like
Go away before I punch you a second time.
Basically. These are what's running through our head when we're working in the booth that we don't get to say out loud. Well, Randy still mutters it, but not to be mean, but most people don't pay attention to you in the booth. You're just kind of grumpy and standing behind the table.
Snap,
yeah.
And I laugh in the face of a small child.
You cackled in their face. This is why children think old people are weird. By old, I mean 30, but I guess that's ancient when you're 7.
Yeah.
I saw my first Branson commercial here in Northeast Tennessee and thought of you two. Right on. We've never actually gone to Branson for the Branson-y things. It's always a convention. Tasher says people are fickle. It's pretty much always a mystery for myself anyways. Rule of thumb, the thing you spend all night before making will almost always not sell. Yeah, but if it helps you sleep better, do it, and you can always sell it at the next event.
That's actually a really good point. Is
Look at that beautiful man talking.
don't feel the need to lower the prices of your stuff if you feel that it's worth the price you're asking for. Because people are always like, "Oh, you want to make a sale, don't you?" It's like, well, what you don't understand is I need to make another sale next weekend too.
Mm-hmm. That's something. If you have multiple shows lined up, like we get a lot. People will come through on Sundays and be like, "What's the Sunday discount?" And I'm like, "Nothing. I need this for next weekend." So
I'm like, "Oh, it's double the price."
He's my curmudgeon, and I love him.
Not even joking.
I know you're not joking.
I have charged people double price on Sunday.
There is okay. I don't remember which costume it was, which is good because whoever this happened to, I don't want them to know. But I was not in the booth, I don't think, or I wasn't able to give it my attention. But Randy was selling a costume to somebody, and they were like haggling them for a discount. And I don't put prices on the costumes because oftentimes we'll break it down into, this is the top and this is the belt and this is the skirt. Or if you buy it all together, it's this much. And usually we try to give you a deal if you buy everything. But this person was, from what you were telling me, hon, was being a butt. And so Randy sold it for probably about $150 more than what I had it priced at, because he was like, yeah, I can give you a discount. I can do it for this much. Which what the person didn't know is that if they hadn't asked, oh no. But so that was a thing.
It never hurts to be kind.
Yep, it never hurts to be kind. Because I was like, we just got some bad karma on that one. But
I feel no remorse.
Yeah, it was like a long time ago. So you have the same amount of work in the piece no matter what day you sell. Yep, exactly, Beth. You get it. What is your nice guy canned answer to hagglers? We refer them to our YouTube where they can learn to make it themselves. So... Oh, speaking of people paying it, there was, our first year doing craft shows with the belly dance outfits. Mm-hmm. There was a lady who was looking at one of our belly dance outfits, which we only had like 2 at the time, but she was really liking it. And her husband was just being a butt. He was like, well, you'll never wear it, you won't look like the mannequin. And it was just like, nobody looks like a mannequin because it's made out of plastic. Yeah, and it's half of a size 0. But Randy took it off of the mannequin and he was like, you want to see how it's gonna look on her? And he just threw it on the floor, and both of them got real quiet, and the dude bought it. And I was like, oh snap. Best thing ever. Like, that was it did my bitter little heart so much good.
Buy this and you too can have the sex.
Yes, buy this and you might get the sex. But not if you're being a butt to her that way. So
doesn't matter, got paid.
Colleen says, go Randy. He says, doesn't matter, got paid. My niece used to ask for family discounts for this much, that counts for that much, right, Jim? He threw it on the floor and that worked. It worked. I mean, the guy was being such an ass that at this point we were like, get out of our booth. Like, if you're gonna stand there and just be rude to your wife in front of us, because I'm not gonna judge other people's love, but it makes me uncomfortable to have somebody being a raging butthole to the person that's not being a raging butthole back. I'm like, so yeah. So Brandy was like, they're not gonna buy it. And then he did it, and he bought it, and we were like, oh!
Cool.
Yep.
Nice.
What is he in the background doing with the turning machine? I think his name is Randy. That is my Randy. Look at that, Randy.
Where is he?
Randy is rolling out polymer clay flat. Excuse me, Puffer. Yeah, after we could do the first wave of cutting out the clay, here, where do you want me to put this plug? There you are. Randy puts it through the pasta machine again, and then it blends in the dried acrylic, so it tints it a bit. And then, right, Aaron? No, it's people like, I'm the loud, brightly colored, obnoxious one, so often people will notice me first in the booth, but Randy's the gold mine here. I'm just loud and obnoxious. Randy's like 100% best thing in the world. So even when one is can I bring popcorn and a chair and just watch the glorious vindictive awesomeness that Randy seems to put out? Hashtag better than sex. Clearly, she has not had sex with Randy.
Doesn't matter, got paid.
High five.
I'm working.
Please high five me.
No.
Don't misbehave.
I'm not going to condone your behavior.
Please condone my behavior. Just touch my hand.
Turkey.
Oh, turkey. I'm going back over here now.
Okay.
This is the last one. Are you putting it through on two?
No.
Could you? That'd be great. This one's so pretty. Okay. And yes, Tashers, you can bring popcorn. How do you handle family and friends who assume you'll make them stuff for free? I make fairy wings and costumes, and I'm constantly having to deal with this. Amy, that's a really good question. Fortunately, none. Do what?
Make them cover materials.
Make them cover materials.
See how interested they are.
And see how interested they are. But honestly, none of my family is interested in what I do, and I'm very lucky that. Well, first off, I'm really bad at being a friend, so most of the time people don't be friends with me, other than y'all just, like, hanging out here, but, like, in person, I never leave my house, so, like, they either are other crafters, so they get it, or they're just respectful, or I'm like, ha ha, ha ha ha, why don't you come help me make it, and then we'll see how much you don't want to pay for it, so, Radia's secret, all elf, big heart, yep. I can't think who I'm thinking of. It's not Cherry or Abby either. My hubby's like that too. He low-key comments are gold. Right, Colleen? Like, curmudgeonly old men are the best. And I'm so excited because Randy's only 30 right now, but one day he's going to be old and it's going to be amazing.
I'm older than 30.
Oh, 31.
32.
You'll be 32 in June.
No, I'm 32 now.
Are you?
We had this conversation
You're
back at Christmas when I thought I was 30.
1987? What year is it? No, you'll be turning 32 in June. Don't make me double question my math. I'm not good enough at math to be confident in this. What year is it? Do what?
What are you going to do with all this?
I don't know. I'm going to squish them.
We'll squish them.
With stamps. YouTube is amazing. Looks like you do have a great marriage. Fun to watch. All right on. Thanks, SC. Look at her getting into polymer clay and pour painting. Ooh, right on, Boyd. And he seems to have the great talent of sarcasm when needed. Yes. Almost on my knees.
Oh, you hussy.
I'm a hussy. Put your ankles away. Crafting hermit, right on. Okay, I'm trying to catch up on questions. I have someone who wants to buy my mugs for wholesale to sell at her store. How do I price where it's fair?
Well, that's the thing, is you're the one making it, so you got to make sure you cover your end.
Yep.
She's the one wanting to have merchandise, so really it's up to you to set the price.
Right, and it's hard to balance because
if they're being polite and you feel you want to cut them a deal, then cut them a deal.
Mm-hmm.
If they're being jerks, don't cut them a deal.
Yeah.
You have the power.
Yeah, the power is in your hand, and what's difficult in this situation is if I'm selling work for by someone else, the person I bought from wants to make as much money as possible, and I want to make as much money as possible. But the customer typically wants to pay as little as possible. So we have all these conflicting interests. So oftentimes, I do prefer to just buy someone out at a wholesale price than to carry it on consignment, because that way I don't have to keep track of it. And also, person got paid, now it's on me to move the product, though in that way I've carried consignment before where the person was like, it's been one weekend and you haven't sold anything, I want all my stuff back. And I'm like, I let you know that this is probably going to happen because we didn't sell much that weekend either. And their content, like, it was a lady who did like lapidary work and silversmithing. Her stuff was pretty high priced. We were only taking like a 15% commission. And it was one weekend. Like it's just, I don't know, you need be patient with it. But if you're going to do consignment with someone and you have a good relationship with them, then you're both able to make a higher profit margin because you're not having to shell out any money on the front end. But it's, I don't know, like if it's for handmade mugs, typically the ones that we purchase from the potter here in town are like 20 or 25 for a mug. Though at Branson they have handmade mugs selling for like 50, which makes me think as a business person that they bought it for 25 or 20 or even 15 and then they marked it up super high because that's what they can get for it. So it's, I don't know, like I really feel like that's a hard question because if that were easy to answer, everybody would be having a successful business and good sales. So Aaron, get off my lawn, kids. I'm super far behind. If it helps, my boyfriend is 32 now, 30, 33. Okay. Do you see what Daniel said? So I think you're just 31 right now.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. My mom's so much joy that she's the one who told me to start selling it right on Sabrina. Erin says, you both look so young, though. It's the lighting and makeup.
Yeah, I'm 31 for a few months.
Yeah. Did you just pull up a calculator? I love you, and I love that it's the future, and we can do that. He's actually mortal, and it doesn't matter. What is the name of the video where you explain how to condition the clay? Totally brain farting on the name. I'm not certain. I talk about it in just about every video, but honestly, you just pass it through the pasta machine, like a bunch. Sometimes you might need to put clay softener in it. Veronica says, I need a crafting room. I'm doing it. It's really nice to have a designated space for it, but it completely took over our house.
90 years, I'll be 135 and hopefully
dead. Nina says, just remember wholesale can be super stressful to make because the margins are usually smaller and they need a lot more than if you just sell to the customer.
Which is another thing. If you can't produce enough to maintain wholesale and your own stock,
then focus on making your own stock first because you are going to get a higher profit margin for that. That was something that we had with our Dragon Eye skill chokers, is we were selling them for like 25 and could not keep them in stock. But we liked that price point. We could have charged a little bit more but sold them less frequently. But and we had someone approach us who wanted to carry them wholesale and pay us less than 25, and we're like, we absolutely cannot, even if you buy them in bulk, because why would we sell them to you for less when we could sell them to the customer for, double of what you're wanting to pay? So it's difficult. Yeah. Well, thanks, Anik. Oh, I'm so far behind. How do you finish the backs of the cabs, or do you leave them plain? Holly, on these ones, I just leave them plain, though you can always have the option of doming resin on the back as well. But I leave them plain, that way it'll adhere a little bit better to if you wanted to do like a glue-on bale or if you wanted to set it in polymer clay. Though with these ones, once they're domed with resin, I don't recommend baking them, but you could still like make a polymer clay setting, remove the baked resin cab, and then bake the setting and then come back in and glue it back together, in which case the adhesion between the two polymer clays that had been baked with super glue would be better than I think with resin, because the resin can delaminate off of the polymer clay if it's under a lot of pressure. In the background I can see on Randy's screen.
Faster and cheaper it gets.
No, yeah, Randy's moderating for me, so he has the video pulled up over there, so that he can see y'all's comments and hopefully catch y'all's questions. Are there any items that you would recommend staying away from at shows? It's really difficult. Oftentimes I'll find myself not bringing items that would be difficult for people to take home with them. Like if it's something that's just going to get broken, getting knocked around in their bag or their suitcase, usually I'll just keep that to online sales, or I'll offer that if they want, they can pay a little extra and we'll ship it to them. But those ones, if it's super big and takes up a lot of space and doesn't move as much, I'm more inclined to not bring it. But on the times that we have gone out of our way to bring the big stuff, and it does sell, oh my God, that's so nice. Like a big old chunk of money all at once. That's nice. And it's nice to have stuff that's like eye-catching for sure. Because especially, and I know I've talked about this before, but whenever we do craft shows, jewelry, 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 jewelry. It feels like every single booth is jewelry of some form. And to the layperson, like to somebody who doesn't make jewelry, they're just there to like hang out and like buy stuff. They'll be like, this is all just jewelry. Whereas if you have like a really big eye catcher, for the longest time we would bring our chainmail chandelier with us. Not because we thought people were going to buy it, but just as an eye catcher, as a conversation piece, for people to be like, damn, I have not seen that before. And us be like, go follow us on Facebook or something, you know? Can you bake glass cabs with a nail polish technique if they are sandwiched in between two pieces of polymer? I have lots of times, Beth, though you may want to test out a sample before painting up something big, just to see if it darkens the paint. What's up, baby?
What earrings were you wearing on Tuesday?
The earrings I was wearing on Tuesday are actually packed away in the suitcase right now for Branson.
You didn't make them.
I did not make them. They were carved wooden fake gauges from Earthbound that I just dry brushed with some gold paint. I did not make those. Goals, though. I would love to be able to do that. But no, and I think you can get them super affordable off of Amazon, but I don't know if they have the surgical steel ear posts that those ones had. That's where it would be nice to have scrolling pick or tablet with picks of bigger custom peaches. Yeah, Sheila, and that really is, it's a very good idea. And I think we're going to have to figure out a way to be able to incorporate that into the booth, because that corner where we usually have the bracelet humps would be a good, if we could like bolt it to the table.
Corner as though it is a destination.
The stuff doesn't move off the bracelet humps as much.
Which bracelet humps? The bars?
No, the humps.
The humps.
The half PVC humps.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And we sometimes will put the henna book out there, but we're not doing henna at Dragon.
No, you don't have time.
But that would be a good spot to put, like if we could like bolt down a tablet and there's absolutely no way that they could take it, that would be where we would put it in the booth. Yeah. That way people could be like, oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. Sacrifice 2 humps.
Yeah. Sorry, oh man, we missed the giveaway. It's 52 minutes in.
No.
What?
What?
What'd you say?
I said no one wins this week.
No. I'm gonna have a wiener. Okay, I'll be right back. There's Randy. He's so cute. I love his little ears. Yeah.
I gotta set up for the live stream set or giveaway because I forgot.
Ooh, that one's pretty.
You're pretty.
Aw.
Okay, so last week we had
Giveaway time.
117 unique people comment.
Ooh. So this is the cabochon that we are giving away. Super pretty though. I love all the color schemes. Do what?
These are not the ones you...
Oh. Well, I lied. Those, I think Jim sent me those, actually. They're little jade Kuan Yins, I think.
The earrings.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just super simple. I'm sorry. I don't know anything that's going on. Ooh, super pretty. And also, I will be posting more of these for sale on our Etsy. Thank you, Susan. So, are you guys ready for the giveaway? Why is it getting Sephora ads?
Don't break it!
It's super durable. Aaron! Aaron Buck! Fuck. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell in your ear. Aaron! You won!
Congratulations!
Oh, and thank you. Thank you so much, Melody, for donating to the tablet fund. Sorry.
Great live stream as always. I love watching you cheating now.
It's relaxing to me for some reason. Also, that Spyro costume is amazing. So amazing, it broke the stream temporarily.
It did.
Aaron, you won. You're a winner, chicken dinner.
Okay.
That is so cool. Am I pronouncing your last name correctly?
I don't know.
Well, thank you for doing that, honey. Oh, can I put my...
No. I'm pretty sure we'll know.
And do you want me to just send it to you in your craft along kit, Aaron?
Yeah. Oh, darn it. This old something.
Don't you dare be that way.
Oh, I gotta go dig it out now.
Yeah, I know. First world problems. Can't believe he just complained about selling something. All right, I'm really glad that you like them. What this? Susan, thank you so much. Holy crap, you guys.
I think I know where it is.
What did we sell?
It's a thing. Ah, not where I thought it was.
What thing?
Thing.
What thing?
He's back there. Under everything.
What did we sell?
A leather pouch.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm not gonna get it right now.
I'll dig it out.
Okay.
Oh, that's fantastic. I baked the dragon eyes that I put in polymer clay to make journals, and I baked it a bit too long. Didn't bother the one in white, but the black clay leached the color out of the eye. That's a good thing to know, Christy. I don't know, weird stuff happens. Like, I've had times where baking up our big batches of polymer clay cabs, every single batch will go perfectly fine. Last month, the last batch in the oven, every single one just burnt to a crisp. And I'm like,
They boiled.
They boiled and festered, and like the whole house stank like burnt polymer clay. And I was like, I'm pretty sure we got cancer now.
Or was that in December?
I don't remember. It might have been in December.
It was December because there were 4. No.
They were for February. It was in January.
It was January.
I don't know when it didn't matter. It was in the past. Time is a construct. Oh, it was a Tuesday.
We were going uptown,
Thanks, Terry.
downtown.
Do what?
We were going uptown, downtown.
Sorry, tell me. Are you going to do another photo shoot with the dragon costume?
Yes.
We are planning on it, though. I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit and maybe green up a bit outside. Though we may do a studio shoot, which I think would be really cool.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I still just use my regular oven for the cabochons. Well, because if I use the toaster oven, it would take so long.
Plus, it tends to blow a fuse if we have one.
If we have the toaster oven and the heaters going at the same time, we blow fuses in the house. So, especially when it's cold, we definitely use just the regular kitchen oven. Okay, I'm gonna keep cutting out clay cabochons. Keep the questions coming, guys. Why do I get wrinkles on my clay with my machine? Do you get them? I do
Yes.
as well. We get little like consistent
Wavy
lines. Like, I don't know if you can see. And it's often if the gears loosen up a bit, they aren't well, of course, now it's not going to show. You can see it a little bit. You can see it way better in person. And especially on the black ones. The gears aren't holding consistent tension whenever you're cranking through. At least on my machines, I found that's what causes the wavy lines.
Kind of tell it. Which one did you hold up? Yeah, right there.
Okay. Yeah, you can see because the paint settled on it in the little banding pattern. But just really consistent little waves. Thanks for pointing that out, babe.
Mm-hmm.
But I just incorporate it as a design element. Seems like you always finish a costume and have to do photos when it's freezing outside. Yeah, well, in the past, we've always been least busy through the winter months. So that gives me time to work on personal projects. And then I've got to get photos taken before it gets busy again. So it's usually when it's always cold. So it just kind of how it happens.
What haven't we done in a hot minute?
Do what?
Jody says, that's what we haven't done in a hot minute.
What's that?
Jim!
But yeah, I'm loving how some of these ones are coming out. I just thought it would be fun to do some more abstract. I have the female. I'm just scared to use it because I don't want it to under or overcook it. I found with most polymer clays, regardless of brand, if you bake it at a little bit lower of a temperature, but for longer, you can get similar results as if you baked it at the recommended temperature and time. Well, thank you. Purple's my favorite color. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you, Terabyte. I think your polymer clay cabs would be great as Murray stones with beautiful colors. Ooh, yeah. Leslie.
Are the choices on the $20 level chainmail and mystery crate all the Patreon has on site? I still not acknowledged as a patron.
Oh, I'm not sure. Who's asking?
Let me scroll back up.
Patricia Davis says, are the choices on $20 level chainmail and the mystery crate all that Patreon had on site and still not acknowledged me as patron? I'm very sorry, Patricia. Have they charged you? Or we have the $20 chainmail, dealer's choice, which is the mystery crate, and then wire wrapping as well. You might need to click like see more or scroll down. But I've been posting almost daily for this past week now, so hopefully you've been getting the messages. So I'm really sorry about that. Are the cabs you're making now, are you covering them with resin to make them dome? I am, Kim. Typically for the craft-along kits, that's what I'll do.
Yeah, spoiler, these are going to be in your craft-along kits.
Yeah, spoilers. These are going to be in March's craft-along kit. It was March, right? Yeah. I used the Lumiere. Huh?
No, it's not April.
It's March. Okay. The Lumiere halo paints and pearlized paints. Yeah, pearlescent.
You looked at me like, what?
I was like, it is so cold for April. Hey Christine, we are making polymer clay cabochons. Aaron asks, is Patreon cooperating now? That is yet to be seen. We had a lot of people from February had been moved into the no reward tier.
Good reasons, I guess.
So we're giving it until March 15th. So everybody who's watching this, and I am going to be sending out personal messages to each and every patron to double check your tier to make sure that you are in the right category and that your shipping information is correct.
Well, no, you won't.
Will we not?
You'll be doing that for next month because if they change tier now,
right? If they change tier now, we're not sure.
Screwed.
Yeah, I wish Patreon. They used to before they changed it from the CSV.
And what I mean by we are screwed is we don't have access to their address,
right? Their info anymore. Used to they'd show you like a still frame of where it was when payment was taken out. And that was so nice. But now it's like payment gets taken out, and then if you move tier or go down a tier or cancel, then
only readout it tells us
it just shows us a current shot of like right now, and I'm like, oh, you're killing me.
Months. But it doesn't say what tier you were in. It just says how much you did.
Yeah.
And if you were
which
charged.
Is a whole lot of wild geese chasing. Like I don't like complicated things, and I want it to be easy for everybody involved, and they just keep finding ways of making it slightly more complicated. Hey, Kate, she says, when are y'all heading to the convention? Sometime tomorrow. So, oh, yeah, definitely going to be at Dragon Con. We actually have 3 tables at Dragon Con this year, which we already are planning our booth set up for Dragon Con. So Dragon Con is coming, but yeah, so that's my super high tech, accurate to scale, plans for Dragon Con 2019's booth placement. Holy smokes, Abby! She says, thanks for all the support and love. Got ill, couldn't put fluid lines in, damaged kidneys, took a hit on emergency IV fluids. New big abscess, need surgery, infected stoma. Oh my god! Why I've been absent for tablet. Abby, good gracious. I hope you're all right. But thank you so much for your generous support. What type/brand of resin do you use? I use almost exclusively now art resin. It's just pretty much good for everything. Good price point. I like it. It's a little bit thicker than... Did I say art resin?
You do. It's
Art and Glow. I'm sorry. I misspoke. It's Art and Glow. Randy's like, what are you talking about, bitch? Oh, Sarah, that'd be so cool. Huh?
Are we buying a new thing now?
Nope. No, I use Art and Glow. It's a little bit thicker than art resin. which I really like art resin because no smell, like no VOCs, anything like that. But have you guys had any issues with theft at shows? I have my first one in a couple of months. A few people have told me to take extra eyes. Extra eyes definitely help. But also preemptive. We actually make some of our stuff. You can actually see here. Over on this end of the table is our hotspot for that is our least visible because Randy usually stands like right here. Right here is where we keep. Well, I probably shouldn't tell you guys all the nitty gritty, but it's pretty obvious. This is where we have like our checkout area.
I know this is all 2 scale, mind you.
Yeah, 2 scale. But it's blocked off on 2 sides with grid walls that unless you're a child you cannot fit your hands through, and there's also usually like tackle boxes in the way. Like we keep where our money is, like, or at least like our cell phones and stuff, very very blocked off.
Yeah, we do now.
Yeah, after we got our phone stolen, yes. And then up here we have like grid squares with like the bracelet displays, but with the humps here, there's a little hook that each bracelet hooks onto. That way, and we've had people like try to take a bracelet or be like, oh no, I got snagged, which is a possibility, but they have to take the whole stinking display with them, which gets loud. It gets loud, it gets messy because those displays are horrible. I made them out of like halved PVC pipe. They're so rickety. It's like just as soon as you touch it wrong, like trying to be like in haste, everything crashes on it and it's a disaster. But it's like a booby trap. So just booby trap everything and you'll be fine. Also bring hitmen thugs to guard your stuff. That never hurts. So. But yeah, just keep an eye on your work more than anything. And we find that the most that we've had people try to take is whenever the booth gets very overwhelmingly busy. And like, because they'll see that, oh, they're not paying attention to me. And that's why we make active effort to greet everybody. Yeah, we keep the money on our bodies, but like, sometimes the phone is plugged in charging, or sometimes like, we'll unload into the big box. That way I'm not spilling bills, digging through. But it's
Patricia Davids.
Uh-huh.
You are not currently a patron, so you will not be receiving, or maybe you are and your name's not actually Patricia Davids. I don't know.
Yeah, that's something too, is it gets really hard for us to track down patrons because sometimes y'all's screen name on here is not the same screen name as what is on your Patreon. Right, Christy? I wish. We have bracelet displays with each item chained to the display with lobster claws. Yep. And it's just, sometimes it happens. But also, the only big thefts we've ever had were by the convention center staff after hours when we weren't even in our booth. So sometimes it happens.
Yeah, they straight up stole the display and everything.
They stole the display and everything. But they hit, like, almost every single booth there had something missing. What? Tasher says, seriously had a dude in a rainbow decorated scooter steal 2 $3 cup cozies from us at an outdoor sale one time. Just like zoomed away. I was too shocked to do anything. Oh my god. I shouldn't laugh, but like, beep beep coming through. Just, what? Oh man. Of all the things to get bad karma for, cup cozies. Damn.
Are your mugs still available on the Etsy site?
These ones are. But the decal ones are not.
So you're sold out?
I think so.
Yeah.
Abby says, I want you to know how much I appreciate you and everyone. You really do keep me going. I hope that I have good news soon. You are my rainbows in the night and my stars in the dark. Well, Abby, well, we really appreciate you taking the time to come be here with us. Not tell people where you carry your money. You never know who is listening. Keep yourself safe. Oh yeah, we're going to change everything, but it's... I mean, anybody can stand there and watch us for like 5 minutes and be like, Now, we don't tell people where we keep...
The keys to the money box.
Right, and it's bolted down to the table, so good luck. But no, it's... Bad people are going to be bad people regardless of my behavior. I try to not make myself an easy target, but I'm also not going to live my life in cowering fear of assholes being assholes. Just because then they win.
Are you ever gonna put your things in?
Is it ready?
I mean, I said it like
Oh,
40
no.
minutes ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I'll have to double check it. Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, Amy, what kind of coffee do you drink? Right now, I'm drinking Folgers Colombian roast, but I also really like the butter toffee flavored coffee.
Yeah, I don't know what
So
brand
good.
that is.
I don't know what brand it is either.
It's the off-brand at King Cash.
Yeah, it's the off-brand at King Cash Saver. It's good
Good luck
stuff.
with that.
And I really appreciate it, Teresa. And honestly, I feel like I get to have such an idealistic outlook on life because so many of y'all look out for us and have our back. And I really appreciate that. I really appreciate each of y'all. You should contact your local Bohurt team and see if someone would want to come out in the full kit to guard your booth. Oh, that'd be cool. But yeah, we're gonna go. I just need the caffeine, right? We're gonna go buckle down and get back to work on this. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Laura, we will see you tomorrow. Good luck with setup, with everything. Just the Randy and I's mantra during setup is this isn't what we planned, but this is what's happening. So don't let anything stress you. You'll be fine.
And just remember your money box.
Just remember your money box and your business cards and your phone charger. And your squishy mats and chairs. No, they usually have chairs at the convention. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Love you. Bye-bye, everybody. Happy crafting. Go buy crap on Etsy from people and stuff. And Patreon. I don't know. That's my end commercial. So, bye, everybody. Happy crafting.